Today's the first day of our ski instructor course, and it's raining.
To become a ski instructor, you need to be at the right place at the right time. In this case, the right place is the snow resort that I'm working in Australia. The right time is winter in August, where this snow resort holds an examination every year. The whole process includes a 3-day course and an examination on the 4th day. But our first day wasn't exactly off to a great start. Luckily, it was only the first day.
Tapping the tail of your inside ski as we are making the turn.
Each day during the ski course, we are out for 6 hours a day practicing our ski skills and doing lesson simulations.
This is another one for helping with pressure.
Even after the course, we are still receiving tips from the ski instructors that are here who have already gone through the whole experience themselves. It's surprising how fast time goes by, and before we know it, it's already day 4.
Today's examination day.
You'll showcase your general skiing, your ability to move around the hill and your ability to move around the hill safely. There's your professionalism. How do you conduct yourself on today? You know, that's just about being present, being engaged, being professional. It is about being recognised internationally. An APSI level 1 is recognised in multiple countries.
Okay, pause. That right there? That is probably the main reason why I wanted to do this. I love traveling, and I've also realized that I'm pretty good at working with kids. So I would really like this other opportunity that could help me travel and work around the world at the same time. But
it's not a participation award. We have people fail their level 1 because there is a standard. This morning is about 3 hours and it will cover the 3 days of your level 1. We're going to work on our general skiing and then we will jump into our teaching. Yeah, let's get our skis on and let's get going.
Here we go.
3, 2, 1. Everyone, ski down to where we dropped our skis off. Do you want to take a photo as well?
Oh no, I'm just filming.
So we're moving into our teaching element. What I would like to see is everyone have a go. I'm only going to give you 5 minutes. It's not going to be very long. I'm going to be in the lesson with you and I'm going to do a common problem. But you have to fix me. You need to show me how I need to get better. We are going to be in a kids lesson. So you've got to make it fun. You've got to be engaging. Who's ready to go first?
So I can see you all got your both knee on your foot. You do like a big step. You're gonna put your weight on the wrong edge.
So I'm gonna teach you how to do a snow cow. Yeah.
Thank you, Mary.
Thank you. So what we're going to do now, it is 12:40. So I'm going to give you 45 minutes, maybe 50 minutes. So let's come back out at 1:30.
after the quick lunch break, we get the final couple hours to fix everything the examiner wishes to see more.
We're going to keep working on your skiing, okay? And for others of us, we're going to work a little bit more on the teaching side. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure being able to ski here and ski with you all, and I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I will see you in about an hour and 15 minutes.
And then finally, the scariest part of this whole experience.
How are we? Yeah. I want to thank you again for today. If you are successful today, you'll have received your level 1 APSI certificate. Not everyone today has been successful. We've had a couple of people that still need to meet a couple of the components. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move away so that we can do each of these tasks, each of these interviews individually.
Yeah! Things started out pretty well, with people walking out with a smile.
Barely. Almost failed.
But it was true that not everybody was able to make it.
My teaching is excellent. Yeah, still.
My turn.
A very big part about the 3-day course and a full day exam is to give enough time to find whatever needs to be fixed and allow enough time and chances to fix those problems. But with 1 hour left before the end of the exam, I was told the way I turned was completely wrong. And I tried to make the most of that last hour to fix it, but at the same time, I was really panicking.
And your teacher was good, you know, you're a very eloquent speaker and teacher. Your engagement with the group was fantastic.
Yeah.
And professionalism, you know, you conducted yourself very well. It's this skiing ability and being able to lead a group down the hill that's what I want you to go and work on.
Okay.
Right? Work on your parallel skiing. Other than that, well done.
Yeah.
But it actually wasn't over yet. While hearing about the results,
There's exams are in September, so you've got a month to go and work on it. If you want to take the exam again, you only need to pass the skiing ability. Okay, you've passed your teaching, you've passed your skills. You've got to work on the skiing components.
it's never a good feeling to fail. But that doesn't mean the road ends here, until you say so.
Gilbert Lynn,
Yes, that's me.
I'd be saying if you could do the 21st of September, that end date of Turbo.
Okay.
For the exam, it would be $150 for the component. I'll let you know the outcome for the 21st of Turbo.
Amazing. Okay, thank you very much.
All right, thanks Gilbert. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. All right, sign up. So I was told I gotta work more on my parallel, and that's the only thing that was in my way. They told me I was leaning too much towards the back, so I guess that's all I gotta try to fix. Thank you. Even though skiing is an individual sport, only another person will be able to see your overall stance and posture. So I asked for help.
You want to pressurize with that big toe, but imagine like that's the part of the boot that you want to turn with.
Okay, so if I turn it this way, I want it to be here.
Yeah, exactly.
It looks better already?
Yeah.
All right, I'm on the right track. All right, good.
One thing to always remember is, even when you're doing something with a clear goal in mind, you should always enjoy the process as you go. Soon, with 2 weeks of practice and another 2 weeks to go, we faced yet another unexpected but very serious problem. Today's the 16th of September. Normally, we should still have around almost a week of time to practice, but looking at this week's weather right now, it's not looking good. It's 10 degrees, 14, 13, 17, up until the 13th. We won't be getting any snow. And it's all green. Everything's already melted. This whole place used to be completely covered in snow. With the unusually high temperature and damaging winds, all the snow is completely gone overnight. That lift is closed, and that lift is already half snow, half grass. And halfway through the week, we don't even have a proper slope to practice on anymore.
That lift is gone. Can't go to the top anymore. That's left, and it only goes midway.
At this point, to even have a decent slope to ski on, our only option is to walk on foot. And it's not exactly a fun hike.
Okay. So on the way, it's way too slushy. My feet kept falling into the snow and I got so frustrated I lost it for 2 seconds. Very immature of me. All right, this might be the only round I get to do today. This will be the last 2 hours we're gonna have to practice before the exam tomorrow. There's barely anything left. It's all water and grass now. We can't do big turns anymore. Just have to make use of what we got. This is the only slope we are left with. That's it. This is what it looks like on the way down. giant hole there. With a big hole here. Honestly, you can't really practice anything on this. That is it. Tomorrow is exam day. We got a QR code that we want to get our...
Yeah, of course. Just right here. Get your tickets out printed.
Because this is our second time taking the exam, we are able to skip the 3-day course and jump right into the examination day in an area we have never skied before.
So today is the final day of the level 1 course and exam, and some of you are here to have another crack at the assessment day. We'll meet outside of the clock tower at, let's say, 8:35. Alright, see you out there soon.
This is it. It begins right now.
During the first exam, we've already passed the teaching part and the basic ski techniques. Skiing properly down the slope is all we needed to pass. But we'll still have to participate in the role-playing part as pretend students. There is this voice in my head that I have been trying to ignore, saying, hey, imagine how embarrassing it is to go through all this again just to fail one more time. But you know what? After that 1 month of self-training, things definitely felt better. I skied more smoothly, I'm more comfortable, and I'm almost certain that I have successfully fixed that problem I had on my first exam.
Any questions? I'll see you in about 45 minutes over there.
Thank you very much. Finish.
Sure. Hey, I just want to say thanks for being here today, regardless of how you go today.
I may have made a mistake on my first attempt, because I've heard that the level 1 was quite easy, so I've been treating this whole thing pretty casually. I honestly thought I got this, up until that point when I started panicking, which made the outcome even more defeating and embarrassing. But not this time. It was still pretty nerve-wracking waiting for the results, but surely I should be able to get it this time.
Build it. If you passed everything, it's ticked at the very top, which means you've had a good day and you've passed all your components. So I've got a few sets to give out.
Thank you.
Do you guys want to have a bit of a chat?
Yes, please. Yeah.
How you guys doing?
Not so good, to be honest.
So you're improving. You tend to have a lot of turns where you turn the legs well at the start of the turn. It's very quick, but the edging all happens at the end of the turn. So the top half is quite skidded and not enough of a sort of a round, controlled turn shape. What I would suggest is getting more tuition training and just general practice before you have another crack at the exam. All right. Sorry to not give you the outcome that you were hoping for, but I wish you best of luck in the future.
Thank you.
It is completely normal to be afraid of failing, cause failing sucks. It sucks the first time and it sucked even more the second time. It just feels like the ski school is purposely refusing to let me pass. A level 1 exam shouldn't even be this hard. There's definitely something wrong with the examiner. The examiner was purposely trying to make me fail. If it wasn't because of the weather, I would have had so much more time to practice. Why did that first examiner have to fail me for me to go through all this again? She wasn't being fair. Coming up with reasons of how failing was caused by other people or things that are just out of your control is the first stage of how we deal with failure.
Regardless of what just happened, this is the last ride we're ever gonna get this season. Just make the most of it.
As horrible as it is to fail, try telling yourself this. It is always better to have tried and failed, instead of not trying at all because we are afraid of failing. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, the journey is never going to be in one straight line. It's going to be a wave curve. It's going to have ups and downs. But in order to move forward on this waveform, you got to get up to get down, and you got to get down to get up again. You just gotta keep going.
Gotta get up to get down.